So before you defend Mura again, before you say he's a leader, a builder, a visionary, ask yourself this one simple question. How can one man fall out with over 20 loyal friends and still claims he's the victim? So today we are going to expose the pattern, because betrayal does not happen more than 20 times by accident. Mura says that people keep betraying him, but somehow is the one constantly factor in every fallout. So if more than 20 people leave your cycle, it's no longer a betrayal, it's your character. So let's talk about the friends he used, chased, humiliated, and then blame them. Because in yesterday's video, Mura is claiming that some of his friends have betrayed him, they have gone behind him, then purchased a land that Dimwango was supposed to purchase. Let me just play that clip, then we digest about Mura. So buckle up, take your popcorn, because amazing things are really coming. So this is the clip, stay tuned.
Yes, really pushing, and me, I feel happy for him. That's why you see me bring my camera every day here. I've always felt happy for him, and I wish him all the best. I hope when he becomes a rich man, he will not be a man who betrays me. Yes, like the other day I just realized some of my close friends on the YouTube platform, there's land that my sister wanted to buy, and they went undercover without nobody knowing. We never do that here in the village, but these people just went, I'll not mention their names, and they went and bought that land. I don't know, just to make my sister feel bad, or to, but I told myself it's okay. But me and those people, even here I'm announcing on YouTube, I have cut their connections with me. If you see me with some close friends that used to be my close friend, I'm no longer with them. Just know I felt betrayed. I don't know, I feel like the biggest problem with human nature is betrayal. Betrayal is like the biggest issue I've found from my career on YouTube with most people around me. Like kinda, you are born to be betrayed.
Yeah, good and amazing individuals. Welcome back to another session, another episode for this YouTube channel that goes by the name Maxwell Lumumba Africa, and Maxwell Lumumba is my name. A village boy, a content creator with no land, no capital. What keeps us moving in this village is through content creation. So live, one-on-one from Nyabuhansi village. They will usually tell people that being honest, being accountable, being trustworthy, build trust between you and people outside there. So that is the moving thing that can make us grow as a community through community empowerment, getting something like a community sustainability, so that we'll be helping each other in the community and realize the growth of the community. So ladies and gentlemen, for those who are coming across this fantastic YouTube channel for the first time, the way I've said, it goes by the name Maxwell Lumumba Africa, and I'm the Maxwell Lumumba. So make sure that you subscribe, like, share, comment, either positively or negative. All the comments are really acceptable. And one thing that I usually promise my audience, I'll be responding to all those comments. So as we keep on engaging, irrespective of what you are talking about, irrespective of which stand you are in, but we have to make it happen. So make sure that you watch this video till the end, because this is what the way of saying this is the sustainability. This is what we do to earn a living here in the village. So don't skip the ads, because the ads play fundamental role when it comes to maybe end a month. For those who will wish to support me, to support this YouTube channel, please support it in any way. I'll really appreciate. And actually, I usually do video about lifestyle, village logs, commentary, and reaction. My reactions, basically, I'm analyzing everything that is happening in the community through a reflection back how things used to happen, because everything we have to get the grassroots of how things started, how things are faring, and we have to really come, open people's eyes, see how things are working in the community. So buckle up, because today we are not dealing with just a village YouTube. No. We are dealing with a self-declared leader, builder, and visionary of the village, whose leadership style can only be described in one word: division. A man who wakes up, switches on a camera, and suddenly becomes the victim of every situation he created with his own hand. So today we are going to break down the patterns, the receipts, betrayals, and classic narcissistic, we call it narcissistic, that word is very hard, narcissistic, yeah, behavior surrounding Mura. If more than 20 people say the same thing about you, maybe the problem is not the 20 people. Maybe the problem is you. Let us start with the foundation of Mura's division, the divider, not the leader. Because I have to tell us word by word. So people always say Mura is a leader. Some say he's a builder. But the truth is, his leadership is not leadership. His leadership divides. His leadership breaks friendships. His leadership isolates people. His leadership creates enemies, drama, tension everywhere he goes. When someone leadership is tested, you don't look at what he says. You look at the people he leaves behind. And with Mura, the list of people he has discarded is longer than the list of people he has helped. And for this one, I'll be giving us the pattern. Everyone leaves except Mura. Let us be honest. When one person leaves you, maybe the person is the problem. When two leave, maybe it's coincidence. But when an entire football team has passed through your life and every single one of them lives with the same story, that's not coincidence. That's a pattern. So with Mura, the issue is simple. When more than people have the same complaint about one man, the 20 people are not the common dominator. Mura is the common dominator. Let us start with the case study number 1. The Lady J, his own brother. Because this is a clip that I'm going to play about his own brother, Lady J. Because let's start inside the house. the place where truth always leaks. Lady J, his own brother, came to the camera and exposed Mura's behavior. He even said that Mura sent police on him. Imagine calling police on your younger brother simply because he challenged your authority. What that? Who does that? And necessity, because necessity must control the narrative. Watch this clip.
For me, that's a fake guy, you know. He doesn't tell you the reality. He doesn't tell you the reality. He always calls other people fake, but that's the reality. That's real. And I'm on camera, and I'm just saying this, you know. I'm just saying this. Once got police officers at my home, and he lied. I cracked my sister's laptop, so if somebody just divide and rule, divide and rule. And for me, I'll never have love for him. I will never have love to somebody who lied and brought police officers to me and I got arrested simply because he said I've cracked my sister's laptop, you know. Yeah, he once lied to police officers here and I got arrested. He knows that my sister's laptop, which is Dim Wango's laptop, it cracked a long time ago. He got from South Africa, but because we differ in opinions, he brought police officers. If I'm not lying, go on his comment section on videos. Go ask him. Even one day, I'll just do a video with my parents, and I mean my mom and my dad, so that they can react. That's a crazy guy. You don't know what's happening off camera, but...
Our case study number 2. Fellow the boy, betrayed for being successful. Because the loyal boy, the humble guy, the one who defended Mura everywhere, but the moment money began coming directly to Fellow, boom, Mura switched. Suddenly, Fellow became the villain. His name was dragged. His loyalty was questioned. And Mura, with a straight face, talks about transparency, accountability. Please, the only accountability Mura knows is accountability for everyone except himself. And this is the clip that I'm going to share about Fellow the boy and Mura.
One thing I just don't like about Fellow the boy is all his videos is about help. Please make videos about inspiring people. I thought you wanted to build a YouTube channel, not a charity organization. You should have told me you want a charity organization. And I've received complaints. I'm telling you, 100% I can show you. Some people saying, oh, I sent this money. As I was saying, is also my camera turned off. Also, the mom to Getangita, I don't know if you know this young guy, came to complain our home, saying, oh, some people decided to build a toilet for me, but Fellow the boy has changed all this. All I'm trying to say is, please, if you do business with anybody now, from now, henceforth, I will not be responsible for that. You do business with them, I have no problem with that, but at least put my name out of that. No accountability. And the funny thing about this guy, when people send money to him, he says the owner wanted not to be mentioned, and also he wanted the money not to be mentioned. What type of business is that? For transparency's sake, you should at least tell us how much money you received.
Our case study number 3, Gintu, a loyal friend discarded. Gintu, who was loyal, supportive, hardworking, chased away, no goodbye, no appreciation, just removed as a pawn in a game of chess. Case number 4, we have Ernesto and Mogesi. Same story, Ernesto gone, Mogesi gone, or chased, or discarded. The pattern continues. People serve a purpose, and when they no longer benefit the king of the village, they are exiled. Case number 5, Alex worked like a slave. Alex worked like a real slave, day and night, because he was the watchman, and because like we call them like actually he worked like an unpaid intern in a village sweet shop. He never saw his family, no break, no appreciation, no respect, and guess what? He was embarrassed and chased. This is not leadership. This is exploitation disguised as opportunity. Case number 6, Mr. Strongman, short paid and dismissed, because Mr. Strongman, the plumber, a professional, he worked, he delivered, but Mura short paid him when he complained. Instead of fixing the issue, guess what? He was kicked out. You cannot claim to be building Africa when you can't even pay a plumber fairly. Our case study number 7, Makori 17, false accusations, zero apology. Makori 17 worked hard, complained about salary. Suddenly, he was accused of stealing a water pump. The real thief was caught. The pump, yeah, and did Mura apologize? No. Narcissists do not apologize. They rewrite the story. Up to now, Mura has never apologized to Makori. Case study number 8, Minhawi, banned for defending villagers. Minhawi, one of the most loyal defenders of Mura. Her only crime, standing up for villagers after D. Mwango insulted them, saying they should eat her. Imagine somebody telling people that, eat me. Minhawi defended villagers and Mura banned her. Anyone seen with her is not welcomed at the villa. So much for leadership. Case number 8, Mama Ann's family called ungrateful. And the same thing, calling people ungrateful, is what Lady J has started doing. So because he has seen that it's upcoming, he goes around calling people ungrateful. Because it is like, are you with me or you are not with me? If you are not with me, you are ungrateful. So Mama Ann's family helped Mura for years, welcomed him, stood by him, but when the notion started going directly to them instead of through him, Mura labeled them ungrateful, even accused Baba Ann of trying to harm himself. Imagine weaponizing trauma just because money didn't pass through your hands. Disgusting. Case study number 10, African village cook, which was a donation stolen. Then we have African village cook. A subscriber sent her money. Mura collected it. When she asked where the money, to be given the money, guess what? She was chased. Leadership or dictatorship. Case number 11, Pablo K.E., childhood friend, banished. Pablo K.E., loyal childhood friend, spoke truth about Mura's shenanigans, and suddenly Pablo was banished, erased, deleted from the cycle. And apart, because I've been talking about villagers, apart from the villagers, outside Africa, same pattern, you know. I started with inside the house before I touch outside the house, because we have to understand how things are happening. So, this behavior is not only in the village, outside Africa too. We call him Ivanchas, once a friend, switched into an enemy after Mura spread lies. And this is the clip where Ivan says about it.
I'm a travel content creator, and generally I make videos about my travel experiences. Unfortunately, a few years ago I had the unfortunate chance to meet a YouTuber by the name of Marwa, and our friendship ended. And since then, he has decided to take liberties and going online and talking about me and try to tarnish my reputation. I have tried to keep my mouth shut. I have tried to take the high road. I have tried to not discuss this. However, he has persisted, and it's finally time to reveal the truth. I have already released 2 videos to answer some of the lies that he has made about me. There are so many of them that it would take, I don't even know how many videos to address them all. But I try in a very concise way to address what I can in a short amount of time that I can, in order to move on to bigger and better things. Because there's a whole world to explore, and I'd rather go back to that. But in the meantime, I have read your comments, and several people have indicated that they preferred if I was not to answer him. So guys, when it comes to this, I'm sorry, I am not going to take the high road. Keeping my mouth shut and not releasing this information to the public is exactly the silence that has allowed Marwa, also known as the clown, to operate in this circus for so long. Every time he has an issue with someone, he weaponizes his subscribers as a way to intimidate other people. The number of subscribers he has also made so many people afraid to come at him and fight him back with the truth. So I choose to meet him right where he's at, which is on the YouTube platform, and release information to you guys. Now I know no matter what I do, no matter what I say, some people will still believe what he's saying. Some people are just blind to the truth. And that's one thing that I've learned on YouTube. You can't convince everyone. But it doesn't mean that you don't try and you release the truth. People can make their own judgments. This is not a courtroom. This is the court of public opinion. So people are free to believe or not to believe. But there's only one truth. He can just make things up online, and people, just like sheep, follow him to the left and to the right.
The next person is Wode Maya. Maya, a respected African YouTuber. Same story. And this is Wode Maya speaking. These are not my words.
See, I watch Marwa all the time. I'm a big fan of the guy. So sometimes it's so sad to see him like hating on me for nothing, calling me fake and all of that. See, I didn't want to respond. See, his last video, I was watching his last video when he visited the Masai Mara. Listen, I watched the guy. I don't envy. He's more like a brother to me. See, how can you do a video in Masai Mara and your titles and your tags are from my video from South Sudan?
Oh, slow.
Check it out.
Slow,
so who is
slow.
envying who?
Slow.
Who is jealous of who? Who hates who? See, he's saying he's building a house. I watch every step. I just don't comment because I just feel like, you know, enough is enough. Everybody should stay in their lane, but I will still support you from afar. His videos of building his house, his tags, you're building a house. What has that got to do with Wadamaya? Go and check his tags, please. Make sure you...
Alright, so guys, let it sit right on your screen. You judge.
It's there. So I don't know, when you come out in public to make 10 people against me, once you wish you can be like me. You know, we are brothers. See, I do videos with Tayo Aina. If I should be afraid of anybody, it should be Tayo.
True.
I can't.
Tayo is going so fast.
See this guy. When I met this Tayo Aina guy, Tayo was around. Tayo, was it 16K? 16K. Now Tayo is around 200. I should be scared of Tayo, not Marwa. But this is a situation that me and Tayo are always together. African Traveler, we're together. Everybody. So he has to fix himself and then come again, because the African YouTube space is a whole different level. It's not about envying, jealous. See, I've built so many channels, you know. So when I see all these things, I'm like, what have I done to this guy? And then it's so sad that he brought the sister into it.
That's my problem. You know,
because I watched the sister's video. To be honest, the video that the sister was doing, it was just the brother behind it.
So, everywhere Mura goes, relationship collapse. That is not coincidence. This is a personality trait. About yesterday's drama, the full proof, because I have to talk with the proof. So that's why I was telling us the history, how all these things started. And now, yesterday's video, where Mura claimed that his friends betrayed him because they went undercover to buy land that Dimwango wanted. Again, he's a victim. He's always the victim, never the cause, never the aggressor, never the manipulator, always the victim. And he proudly announces on YouTube that he has not cut them off. Yeah, because you come on the camera then tell us that in YouTube that I've cut them off. Mura loves cutting people off. It makes him feel powerful. Yeah, that is what really Mura needs. So the narcissism, the control and victim mentality, because what I'm going to talk about is Mura's classic narcissistic behavior. To understand Mura, you need to understand narcissism, because everything he does fits the textbook like it was written for him personally. And I'll start by number one. Narcissists exaggerate their importance. Mura wakes up and declares himself a leader, a builder, a world influencer, but everything he builds creates more enemies than progress. Number two, narcissists need admiration. Every video, guys, we are building the village. Every live stream, guys, they are jealousy of me. Every argument, guys, I'm the victim. So, number three, narcissists cannot handle criticism. Tell Mura he was wrong and suddenly you are a hater, a betrayer, or an enemy of progress. Number 4, narcissists discard people when they are no longer useful. Just look at the list of people thrown away like trash. It is longer than the list of projects he has started. Let me talk about the control. Is his love language? If Mura cannot control you, you cannot keep, actually he cannot keep you around. Control is his oxygen. Manipulation is his language. Diver behave in his culture. He wants to control your movement, your money, your loyalty, your friendship, and even your opinion. If people could be given chance to marry in that villa, he can even control your wife. Example number 1, controlling people's opportunity. If money starts coming directly to you, like fellow the boy, he turns against you because he's no longer the middleman. Example number 2 that I'm going to give, controlling narratives. Every time someone leaves, Mura immediately goes online and tells his version. Notice something he has never shows. Actually, he never shows evidence. He never gives the person a voice so that he can talk about himself, explain what is happening. He just says, they betrayed me, leave and go, because that is how narcissists control the narrative. Example number 3, controlling social cycles. He literally burns people. He draws line. If you are seen with Min Hawi, you are not welcomed at the villa. Since when did a village house become a government with immigration rules? That is what I want to ask Mura. Since when did a village, as long as that villa is in the village, we can call that as a village house. So since when a village house became a government with immigration rule? You know, we don't own property. That's the reality. I own nothing in this world. Yeah. But what I believe, it was your time to shine. My time to shine will be coming, where I'll be buying my own plot, where I'll be building from that plot. So don't use people like tissue paper and throw them away. And I'll be telling us why am I saying that don't use people like tissue paper and throwing them away. Because stop pretending to be the victim, because we have to talk about Mura's actually favorite hobby, victim Olympics. Every drama, every conflict, every issue, somehow Mura is always the one suffering. It's never his fault, never his decisions, never his words. It's always somebody else's mistake. Victim example, Lady J. He sends police to arrest his own brother, then comes online and cries about betrayal. Number 2, he destroys fellow the boy reputation, then says fellow left him. Number 3, Mama Ann's family. He calls them ungrateful, claims that the father wanted to harm himself just because donations didn't pass through him. Doing a live claiming that. Victim example number 4, African village cook. He receives a donation, refuses to give it to her, chases her away, then plays victim to his subscribers. This is repeated pattern. Break people, then cry on camera. So the betrayal story about the land. Yesterday he dropped another bomb, claiming that his friends bought land secretly just to hurt the sister. Why does every story he tells take him the center of the universe? But let us analyze the logic. The sister wanted land. The friends also wanted land. They bought it. Suddenly, they are betrayers. This is logic, Mura. This is Mura logic. If you do anything without telling him, even normal life things like buying land, you become a snake. So when I'll be buying land, it seems that I have to go to Mura, then tell Mura that I want to buy a land, then he has now to accept. If the land is suitable that maybe the family member can be taking that land, I'm not supposed to buy that land. So that shows that immediately when you go against Mura, you become a snake. And the way he proudly announces that I have cut ties with them, like he's a king signing deportation papers. You know, let us talk about Mura's cycle. It's a revolving door. Mura's friendship have the lifespan of a TikTok friend. People come in excited and full of hope and leave emotionally drained, publicly humiliated, and financially short-changed. And the case file continues. Look at Gintu. Youth then thrown away because Gintu stood with Marwa through storms, defended him, supported him, gave him brotherhood. Yet, like all loyal people around Mura, he was replaced at the moment he challenged him. And up to now, the way I'm speaking, Mura and Gintu, they are not of good terms. Look at Ernesto, gone without a trace, another loyal guy. One day he's in vlog, actually one day he's in logs, next day he's a ghost. No explanation, no appreciation, just silence. Look at Mogesi, same fate. You cannot convince me that every single friend you leave is the problem. One or two maybe, but the entire alphabet from A to Z comes on. And the exploitation of villagers. Let us talk about villagers because Mura uses them like background actors in a movie, being the starring himself. Alex worked like a slave day and night, carrying bricks, going to graze, sweating, missing his family, doing impossible at the door, night, daytime, impossible tasks. Then one mistake and he's gone. No gratitude, no recognition, just embarrassment and exile. That's why I usually tell people that there is no day I can work in a job without job security. Let me just be a content creator. I'm very happy. Yeah. Let us talk about Strongman the plumber. He worked professionally. He was short paid. When he asked for the balance, Mura kicked him out. Makori 17, false accusation, damage to reputation. Real thief caught, no apology from Mura as usual. Minhawi, she defended villagers from these insulting comments, and Mora punished her for it. He banned her and anyone associated with him. This is not leadership, this is a village dictatorship, and we can't really accept this. Look at Mama Ann's family. They were so good to Mora, but when donation came directly to them, they suddenly become ungrateful. So, what I can just tell people is that I have to thank Almighty Lord because I'm not a psycho fan of Mora. I've gone to Mora twice, and me going to Mora, I was already monetized, because one thing that I did, because it's not even Mora who told me to start doing a YouTube thing. The way he realized that YouTube pays is the way I realized that YouTube pays. And my history, when you go to my channel, my history starts from where you see I was doing videos on animals, until where I saw that these animals, people's animals, are no longer helping me. It is only educating people who do not even appreciate. They are only calling you that, how can I do this? A lot of concentration. And when you even tell people, can you support me with bundle? Nobody gives you that. That is the African in us that we have. And that is the reason why I had to say enough is enough. No more animal content. Let me just do something else. Even when I went to Mura, not that I went there to beg. I just have that. Let me just go see him, because I've never seen him. I started hearing stories about Mura around 3 months ago. I never knew him. So the international drama proceeds, because we have to proceed. Do you notice something, that Mura makes enemies at home and abroad? He fights villagers and fellow YouTubers. Ivan, we call him Ivan, I don't know, Ivanchas. So Ivanchas, once a close friend, now an enemy. Why? Because Mura spreads lies. Wodemaya, a respected African creator. But Mura somehow found a way to create tension there too. Yeah? And let us discuss about Mura's cycle of relationships. If you want to understand Mura, study the cycle he repeats with every single person he interacts with. It never changes. Step number 1. First, it is love to bombing. Because he praises you, he tells his fans you are loyal, he puts you in every log. He says this person is like a family. Step number 2, control. He starts dictating your schedule. He starts telling you that who you can talk to. He teaches you how to behave around him. He gives you orders like your entire life depends on him. That's why somebody like me, I just went 2 days and I said enough. Up to now, I've never stepped foot in my, I've never even requested, because it reaches a time that those people that are calling themselves positive, I don't know, they're positive. I don't know positive for what. They're calling themselves positive. Those people cannot even give you a shout. And if they give you a shout, it is not even helping you. I've seen YouTubers in the village. That's why even right now, as I'm speaking, we have a lot of YouTubers who have lost hope in life. They're now doing showering videos, because so as to make ends meet. That is the struggle of Africa. And one thing I believe, one day, one time, Africans will rise. Step 3, now exploitation now starts. You work long hours, you do things outside your job description, you given time, you give your time, your energy, sometimes even your money, and you receive little or nothing in return. Step number 4, discarding. Everybody in that premise was discarded. Because the minute you ask questions, the minute you stand for yourself, the minute you are no longer useful, you are erased like you never existed. Step number 5, smear campaigns. He goes live on upload a video. They betrayed me, they were ungrateful, they wanted to hurt me. No evidence, no receipt, just emotional storytelling. So Mura and the power of emulation, because Mura's favorite punishment is public shaming. He does not fire people privately. He humiliates them so his followers can attack them. Example, Alex, work like a donkey, go fired like a criminal, and Mura acted like losing Alex was a blessing. Example 2, Minhawi, defended villagers, boom, banned, erased, blacklisted. Example number 5 was Fellow. Donation were going to Fellow directly. Suddenly, Fellow became untrustworthy, simple math. Money bypassing, Mura, betrayal. Example, Mama Ann's father. He dared to receive donation directly. Mura labeled him ungrateful and even lied that he was trying to unalive himself. Humiliation is Mura's weapon. Control is the target. Narrative is the shield. And when we're talking about his addiction to drama, because people who create progress don't always create drama. People who create drama does not always create progress. But Mura, he creates both. But the drama is always louder. In 1 week, he can fight villagers, his brothers, YouTubers, subscribers, and imaginary haters, and still upload video like nothing happened. It's almost like thriving on cues. It needs conflict to be relevant. And if I don't know, Eventure has actually said that one. Eventure has said that one in his video. Because once the drama ends, the question begins. Where is accountability? Where is the transparency? Where is the result? Where are the people who once supported you? Drama distracts the fans asking these questions. What about the land story? A deep analysis, because Mura claims that my friends betrayed me. They bought land secretly to hurt me. Because let's analyze this logically. Land buying is not a group project. Nobody is required by law to report their land purchase to Mura's Ministry of Approval. D is not the only human allowed to buy property. People invest, people plan their future. Buying land isn't a betrayal, it is adulthood. Even me, when I want to buy land, when I'll be having money to buy land, that is adulthood, because I know one day I'll be in my own house. Narcissists react emotionally, not logically, because when you see Mura interpreted the independence as an attack because of him, independence to betrayal, autonomy to disrespect, boundaries to be destroyed. Because he weaponized YouTube. Instead of addressing issues privately, he blasts the entire story in public to gain sympathy and destroy their image. This is classic narcissistic tricks, a tactic that people are using. Destroy others to protect your land. So the global pattern, Mura versus the world. This is not local. This is not regional. This is not village issue. This is a pattern that follows Marwa everywhere. In Kenya, villagers chased, workers humiliated, friends discarded. In Africa, we see Wodemaya drama, African creators avoiding him, rumors, tension shared. Yeah, outside Africa, you can see a lot of fallout. Travel loggers discern themselves, no stable YouTuber friendship. Everybody cannot be the problem. One thing cannot fight everyone. One person cannot be betrayed by 30 people in 5 years. Yeah? The common dominator is always him. And he has what we call the cult mentality. Because Mora has created psychological environment where he is always right. His fans defend him blindly. Opposing voices are jealousy enemies. Anyone who leaves become an instant villain. This is not leadership. This is cult-like thinking. Cult rule number 1, the leader is perfect. Cult rule number 2, the leader is always victim. Cult rule number 3, people who live are demons. Cult number 4, information must be controlled. Cult number 5, the leader must be worshipped. Sound familiar? So, Mora and accountability, the joke of the year. Imagine Mora talking about accountability. The same man who has never apologized to anyone is wronged. We can see Strongman, no apology. Makori 70, no apology. Minhawi, no apology. Fellow, no apology. Mama, no apology. Gintu, no apology. David, no apology. Yet, he stands on camera demanding transparency and respect. The irony writes itself. So, in that summary, the deeper you investigate, the more obvious it becomes. Mora destroys the relationship. Mora manipulates narrative. Mora humiliates people when they overgrow him. Mora calls independence betrayal. Mora creates drama to hide his flaws. Mora never takes responsibility. If more than 20 people say the same thing, maybe the problem is not 20. The problem is the one. And that is what I can say. Yeah, let us discuss about something like fallout, the damage and peoples he left behind. If you want to know a man's true character, don't listen to what he says. Look at the traits he left behind. And in Mura's case, the trail is full of broken friendship, destroyed dreams, humiliated workers, abandoned allies, manipulated fans, damaged reputation, and endless excuses. So, what happens to these people who crossed paths with him? So, let us talk about the people Marwa left scarred. These are not strangers. These are not haters. These are not jealous enemies. These are real people who believe in him, supported him, worked with him, defended him, and trusted him. Let's break down one by one. Strongman, the plumber, loyal, skilled, hardworking, trusted him, delivered result. What did he get? Short pay, embarrassed, accusation, disrespect, and then fired like a criminal. When he asked, "Where is my full salary?" Mora answered with the classic narcissistic move: turn the victim into the villain. Strongman became the problem simply because he wanted fairness. Makori, the assistant, worked countless hours, did heavy lifting, filmed videos, did errands, made Mora life easier. One day he asked, "Why am I underpaid?" Mora responded, accused him of stealing a water pump. Yeah, the pump was later recovered, and the real thief was actually they knew the real thief. Did Mura apologize? No. His ego does not allow apologies. Minhawi, the defender, her crime defending villagers when D announced that villagers should eat her. She didn't curse, she didn't attack, she simply said, "That's wrong." And instantly, Mura declared anyone seen around Minhawi is banned from the villa. This is what narcissists do. Control your social life as punishment. Look at Philo, the brother in arms. This one sticks because Philo was loyal like blood. But when donations started going directly to Philo, suddenly Philo became the problem. Philo became the liar. Philo became the ungrateful one. Philo became the betrayer. The real crime? Money bypassed Mora's hand. Narcissists don't care about loyalty. They care about control. So, the villagers he humiliated, these are people who grew up with, the people who helped him, the people who supported him from the beginning. But Mura sees them as prop, not humans. Look at Mama Anne's family. Because the donations went directly to them, Mura labeled them ungrateful, dangerous, He even lied that Baba Anne attempted to unalive himself. For what reason? To paint himself as the hero and the family as the villain. That's not leadership, that's character assassination. Look at African village cook. She received donations from subscribers, then money passed through Mora's first. When asked, where is the money? A boom, she was chased away. When transparency threatens him, he removes the person. Pablo K. nobody expected, because a childhood friend, someone who knew him before the camera, someone who grew with him. But Pablo called out Mora behavior and he was instantly banished. Now ask yourself, how many childhood friends can all be wrong? So when you talk about the global list of fallen allies, this doesn't happen only in the village, it happens internationally. So we can see Ivanchas, a YouTuber with a clean content, big potential, huge support. They were close, but when Ivan grew faster, when Ivan received support, when Ivan became independent, Mora spread lies. Jealous is powerful, is a powerful drug. Look at Wodemaya, a content giant, a legend in African logs. Highly respected, even he said the truth. Mura twists stories, competes with everyone and creates unnecessary drama. So when someone as disciplined as Wodemaya distances himself, you know the problem is serious. So analyzing what everyone did, these are patterns psychologists use to understand difficult personality. 1. Narcissistic entitlement. Mora believes loyal means you must obey him, not question him. Number 2, lack of empathy. He never considered the feelings of those who hurt. Number 3, victim mentality. In every conflict, he positions himself as the innocent one. Number 4, fear of equality. If you grow independently, he sees you as if you are a threat. Number 5, control issue. He wants to decide who you talk to, how you work, who you associate with, and how you think. Number 6, public punishment. Whenever someone steps out of the line, he humiliates them publicly to send a message. Why Mura needs enemies? Mura cannot function without conflict. When you see me reacting, when there is peace, people start paying attention to missing accountability, exposed lies, broken promises, abandoned projects, toxic behavior, the people he wronged. So he creates enemies to keep the spotlight of his flaws. So he thrives in chaos because chaos is his camouflage. There is where he hides. So when I'm analyzing the betrayal video, Mura claims his friends bought land secretly, did it to attack D, betrayed him, hurt him intentionally, because, and I've already broke it down. Yeah. Why do you come to YouTube and announce to us that immaturity mixed with emotional manipulation, painting himself as hurt victim, classic narcissism storytelling? The entire drama is Mura's insecurity speaking louder. And the hard truth, if more than 20 people leave you, they all say similar thing, or they have similar story, they have no reasons to lie, then the problem is not the 20. It's the common factor, the person they are interacting with, and the person is Mura. Yeah. So Mura is not a victim. Mura is an author of his own problem, and the problem he pushes away are simply escaping toxically. So when you look at this pattern of disposal friendships, how Mura creates, uses, and destroys his inner cycle. So at this point, it's not rumors, it's not hate, it is not jealousy, it's pattern. Yeah, patterns of behavior repeated again and again until the entire village, the entire diaspora, and even the creators outside Africa started saying that you cannot be unlucky with everyone. You are the problem, and we have to close that. And when you talk about Mura's inner cycle, the graveyard of friendship, at this point, if you want to understand Mura, just study the people who were close to him and the way they left, because everyone who enters his cycle eventually goes through the same stage. In the beginning, Mura is the brotherhood, later is using me, finally chased away. And funniest part, every time someone leaves, Mura cries on camera and says, I have been betrayed. Everyone, you can't be betraying, everyone cannot be betraying you, and you are the common dominant. Yeah. So to summarize everything, that's the reality. So from here, I'm going to take you around so that we get to know how things are working, because today was a cleaning day. I'm going to show us how cleaning has been progressing. We had to remove everything from this housing so that we take them outside, we do cleaning, this house village, we do everything. So stay tuned, watch the next episode. So guys, because I have to touch on lifestyle, so today was a cleaning day. We had to clean everything in this house. So everything is just in a shagara bagala way, yeah. Everything is upside down, yeah. There is always my studio here. There is a bed over here, no mattress, because we were doing some thorough cleaning. So this is how African bed looks like, yeah. That is our table there. This is the seat that we are using. Yeah, this is Shem's room. This is his bed. So no mattress. This is how we hang clothes in Africa. We hang clothes this way. This is how we hang clothes. Then this is a bag. So everything is outside, yeah. So this is our kitchen, yeah. This is okay. This is our kitchen. This is our kitchen. It looks like there's still nothing, yeah. Okay, then we have this is what we use for lighting during the night time, because we are using solar, but electric pole are just next, but we can't afford really electricity, so that's why we are using solar. So basically these are our things outside here. Yeah, we were doing some cleaning, so we had to put things outside here. We can see even our bearings, all of them on hanging line this way. Yeah, Shem has gone to the shamba to look for a feed for these animals. The animals are here. So Shem has gone to the shamba because I'm going to join him. So we are going to the farm. So the cows are here temporarily because the way I said in the last video that I really appreciate the subscribers who supported us so that to make cows shed for these cow. We only have 2 cows, yeah. These Shem's cow, maybe in the near future we'll be having some other cow. Maybe we'll be buying some other cow. Yeah, we have 2 cows here. Then we have just blocked them here. Then we have some rabbits here. You can see the way they're sleeping well. Yeah, these are rabbits. They were feeding. They're very full. You see, they're not even coming so that they can eat. They're very full, so they're now relaxing. So here's where chickens sleep from this end, because we were building. Yeah, we were building this our mattress. This one mattress. I don't know where they have put the another mat. I think it is in the rooftop. So the construction was ongoing. See, these are the remains that they have remained. This is a chicken coop from this end. These are our chicken. These ones that you can see here, these are our chicken. Even for them, they are really full. Yeah, so today I can really stay up here because everything was being okay. Yesterday it was not it was still wet, so today I can stay. So this is the room number 1 for chicken. So in the near future we want to transfer the chicken to here. Maybe we can put some goat and sheep down here in the near future. We don't know when. Maybe when we'll be having money, then we can buy even some 3 goats, then we keep them from that side. So this is a unit for animal. Yeah, so animals will be sleeping here. So I had to make 4 chambers because of space. Yeah, this chamber number 1 for 1 cattle, chamber number 2 for another cow. Yeah, you can see even we put some something here up so that when we'll be having some sack, we can put them here so as to act as a store. Especially you can see they will usually show us some sacks outside there, so we can just put them up there, especially when they are having feeds, so that we can keep them up there and everything to proceed. So this is how the floor is. So another animal will be sleeping from this point, another one from this point. So tomorrow's duty will just be like putting everything. You can see here we never cemented or what. So here we are going to put it like to be actually of the same level. Yeah, we are going to put this place to be of the same level. Then I will be beating some. We'll be putting some something like a dropper from here to, not a dropper, something like a rail. Yeah, to there the end, so that we put some sand soil here so as to mimic the environment, so the animal will be sleeping on top of the sand everywhere, here, and here. So this is the walking area. These are the walking area, and they will be feeding from here. So we are not yet done. So where they are feeding from, because they will be not be feeding from that point. Yeah, so here has to be cleaned, redesigned, and designed well, so as they can be here. You can see these chicks, 3 weeks old, very peaceful, sleeping well. So here the chicks, everything is just working meticulously well, and I have to thank us for that. End this video. For those who have not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe, like, support YouTube, support us in the YouTube, so that we keep our realization. Yeah, our realization should be kept active. That is what the request that I really have, and that is it. So I'll be ending this video from that point. Let us watch the next episode. A lot of things have to be explained. So goodbye for now. Let us meet the next episode. Goodbye.